In this video, I want to talk to you about some places where you can get some very affordable beads to start building your beading supply so that you can do tutorials and patterns as you need to with some supplies that you already have instead of always having to buy a particular amount for a pattern. So what I like to do is whenever I find something that's really reasonable or beads that I can stock up on fairly cheaply, I just get a whole bunch of them and then I organize them in my bead room, and then I have them so when I want to design something or when I want to do a pattern, I usually have most everything I need. So the way to start building it, one of the good ways is to join dollarbeadbox.com. It's a monthly subscription that you can get. I usually post these on my regular channel, so if you see that, if you have seen this before, it's usually on my regular channel. There's several other channels that do the bead box also and do tutorials with the bead box. I've decided I want to put it on this channel this month and kind of highlight how you can actually start storing up some beads. So with the dollarbeadbox.com, it's $20 a month basically to get a bead to come to your house every month. But there are other benefits in having this subscription. When you get this subscription, anything that's in your bead box, you can go back on the website and get for $1 for a month's time after that. So like this is the October bead box. You can get the beads that are in here through the month of November for $1 a strand on the website. There's also other subscriptions that you can get. There's a bead bag, which I also get inside my bead box. The bead bag is separate. You get 4 strands of 3mm and 4 strands of 4mm fire polish beads, which are really nice to have too. And that's around $8 a month for the subscription. Now, you can also get a yearly subscription on the channel where you can just go on the site and get everything for $1 a strand there too. So let's go ahead and see what's in this bead box right now. First, the bead bag is always on top, so I'll pull it out. And in my bead bag, this is the one that's around $8 a month. And this is the one that has the fire polish beads in it. Always included in your bag is a list of what you're going to receive so that you can go back on the website and get the strands that you like for $1 each. And you will know what the names are. So let's just pull these out and go through these fairly quickly. Now, like I said, you can reference here to see what you have here. I am not going to try to match them up with the list right now. I am just going to show you basically what you get in the bead bag. There are my 4 strands of 4mm, and I find that the color choices are pretty good. So, of course, if you want to make a bigger project with one, let's say you love this one, and this is, it looks like it's a lapis. Let me see. It's a blue turquoise nebula. Maybe that's over here. I don't know. Anyway, that's why I don't like to match it up while I'm doing a video, is it takes me a minute to match it up. So, let's say you really love this and you want to make a bigger project out of it. You could go get 5 or 6 more strands for $6 and have enough to make what you want to make. So it gives you a nice sampling. Plus you can mix and match them together too. You don't even have to go back. You could just make something with them as they are. And each month when you get this little bead bag, I set mine aside and now I have quite a large store of fire polish beads. And so whenever I want to make something, I can just go over there and pick something out. And they're really nice. A strand like this is really nice to make a set of earrings or whatever with. So those are the 4 strands, and they're really pretty colors. Let me get you a little closer so you can see how pretty. This is the green turquoise. This is a multicolor. They're all, this is kind of a coppery. And this looks like lapis to me. This is really nice. I like this with the little gold through it. And then here are the 3mm strands here. And 3mm are nice to have because they make a really good fill-in and some of your projects where you need a small bead. So those are really nice to have a little store of those. So that is the bead bag, and like I said, that's $8. And that's quite a few beads for $8. It's a good deal. And then we're going to look in the bead box here. I'm just going to take all this out. And again, you get a little letter. And on the back, you get a list of all the beads that are in the box so that you can go back on the website and find the ones you like and get your strands of them that you want. So generally in this, there's always packages of little individual things that are kind of fun to play with. So let's look at them first. Here's some bead caps. I use bead caps quite often. These are really pretty ones. They're kind of filigree looking. They're really pretty. See? Those are really nice. So there's some bead caps. Here is a heart-shaped bead that's vertically drilled. That's nice. That could make a nice little charm or a pendant. Here's a piece of glass that is a pendant size. That's pretty cool. And here are some connectors. With these connectors, you can either make a pair of earrings or you could use the main one to dangle beads off of and use it as a pendant, which I like to do quite often. I do that. And hang it on a chain, and those are pretty popular. If I make it rather long to where the focal is in the middle kind of low, people seem to really like those. Here's a button. This looks like a check glass button. This is pretty cool. It's kind of vintage looking. And I like to use buttons. This is a shank button. I like to use them at the end of my bracelets for clasping. That's a pretty one. And here's some little pieces of crystal here. They look like 4mm round clear crystal. Those are always fun to have. You also get some Swarovski pieces too, and on the back of it, your package, it'll have the Swarovski symbol if it's actually a Swarovski crystal. This is a large Swarovski cube, and it's really pretty. It's got some, it's a kind of an opal-y color. It's a very, very pretty cube, and those are fun to play with too. And then here is another piece of glass. It looks like check glass, little polka dot bead. This is cute, and this is corner drilled, so you could also use it for a pendant or a charm. Putting your wire through here, and it would make a cute little diamond-shaped dangly. And here is another, looks like table cut. It's probably check glass too, and there it's drilled through the middle, so you could use that as a pendant, a charm, or you could lay it in the middle of a bracelet or something on your arm. Those are really cute. Here is another little pendant type thing, or you could use it as a charm. It's a little leaf, and it has a bail on it, so those are fun to play with also. And here is another Swarovski, and it is a crystal, and it's top drilled, so it has the little hole right here. So that would make a nice little charm too. Several things in here that we could make a little charm bracelet with. Maybe I'll do that for the channel later, so that you could see how I use the bead box, and you could also make a little charm bracelet. And then strands also come in the box, and these are the strands that came in this month's box. These are really pretty. They almost look like they're shaped like cathedral glass beads from check beads. These are really pretty. They have a lot of different colors in them. Let's see if you can see how pretty that is. These are nice. If you wanted to make a really pretty necklace with this, you could use what you got, or you could go get a couple more strands for $1. How can you beat that? That's really very pretty. And then here's some twisted glass. That's really pretty too. And then here's some drukes, which are just plain glass check beads. These are turquoise color. This is the color I gravitate to the most, so I really like this. This is nice. I will be using these without a doubt. And then here's another strand. They look like they're about 4mm round. And then here's another one that has little sparkly stuff element to it. That's really very pretty too. Here are some more fire polish. These almost look like emerald. They're really pretty. It's a nice little strand. and those are rondelles or donut. Check also has a donut shape, and that's probably what this is. And then there's a little thing of pinch beads, which pinch beads are fun to play with too. So it's a nice variety with all your little bags and with your bead bag, the little components that come with it, and all your strands. This is quite a nice little variety per month to have things to just play with, either string or you could do some weaving, you could whatever you want. But it's a nice way to build up a little bit of a bead stash for yourself so that you can start making little projects. And it's a very affordable way to do it. And by the time you get 3, 4, 5 boxes, you have quite a few beads. I mean, of course, you could use all the beads as you get them, but most of the time you're not going to. You're going to set them aside, and then you're going to have something to go back to. You'll see a tutorial with a 4mm fire polish or just a 4mm round, and you can go grab some. So this is a really nice way to do this. And so now I wanted to talk about a site that really has a great sale going on right now on all of their beads. They have things, check seed beads and other beads also, not just seed beads, but seed beads is what I needed. Some more colors of. I'm getting to the point to where I'm pretty limited in colors. So I decided to go and buy some of the seed beads there. These are Japanese seed beads. The thing about this particular site, baublesandbeads.com, is that they label them Japanese seed beads, but they do not say whether they are Miyuki or Toho. There are separate brands that the sizes differ between the brands, so I usually stick with one or the other. However, because of the price, everything there is 50% off right now, everything. So because of the price, I went ahead and ordered a whole bunch of them. Now, a lot of them are Duracoat, which is Miyuki. They have Duracoat. Toho has galvanized permanent finish seed beads. So I'm guessing that these are Miyuki. Now, the sizes will differ, so I can put them up next to my Tohos and see what a difference in size there is and confirm it even further. But it could be a mix of Tohos and like this one is Miyuki and maybe this one is Toho. I can kind of figure that out as I work through them. But either way, they're very high quality beads, and I got a lot of them. I got a lot of 15O seed beads. I'll show you the 15Os that I got. These are all 20-gram tubes, and usually for Miyuki 20-gram tube is going to be at least $15, $20. If not more, maybe a little less, but it depends on where you buy them from. But I got these all for $3 and $4 a tube, sometimes even less than that. It depends on the finish of the bead, how expensive it is, and therefore what your discount is going to be. Like I said, these were all 50% off. So I got all of these 15Os here. Let's see, this is a 15O also, and this is an 11O. So I got all of these. I needed 15Os pretty badly because I'm pretty limited in the colors of 15Os that I have. So I got a bunch of 15O 20-gram tubes. Those are really nice. These are also 15Os, and they're sterling silver plate. They come in a little bit smaller tube, so I got 2 of them. But that's a lot of beads, and usually the sterling silver plated beads are quite a bit more expensive than your other finishes. So I got 2 of those. And then in 11Os, I have a lot of 11Os, so I didn't need to buy a lot of 11Os, but I got some tubes of 11Os here. And this one is a gunmetal, and this one is a zinc plate, and this one is copper metallic, and this one is, I just like the matte crystal, the frosted white matte crystal look, so I got some of those. And then in the 8Os, I got a bunch of different metallics. Oh, and this is an 11O too. This is a Duracoat Dark Berry. And then in the Ados, I got quite a few of the metallic finishes because I just like metallic finishes. And I got like this greasy yellow color. I like this color. This is a suede gold light lame. I don't know what the heck that means, but that's what I got. So I got a bunch of Ados also, and all of these tubes, there's a lot of tubes, and like I said, they're usually like $15 each, if not more. All of this, I spent under $70, and with shipping and handling added on top of that. It's a really, really good buy. So check out baublesandbeads.com, and like I said, they have other things on sale too. They have other types of beads there. They have check beads, not, they probably have check seed beads also, but they have check glass and some crystal, lots of stuff there, so you'll want to check it out. Anytime I find a site that has a really good sale, I like to tell you guys so that you can store up on your seed beads too. And if you're very first starting, or any type of bead, and if you're very first starting, you want to find a good sale where you can get a whole bunch of seed beads and crystal and things like that that you're going to use quite often, so that you just have them there and you don't have to order them every time you want to make a particular project, then wait for your beads to come and then forget what project you ordered them for, which is something I do all the time. So anyway, this is just something I wanted to mention in case you wanted to look into getting yourself a little bit of a stash build up. And then, of course, the dollarbeadbox.com, dollarbeadbag.com. It's basically the same site. Go there and check that out and see what kind of subscription you'd like there. If it sounds like a good deal to you and you're in the States, then you may want to do that, so that you can start building a little bit of a bead stash. It's just a really affordable way to go right now, so check it out. I don't know if the site is going out of business. Perhaps that's what's happening. I didn't really pay attention. I just wanted to get to the beads. So you'll want to check it out, and I don't know how long the sale will last, but it is a terrific sale. So have fun. Bye-bye.